Hello, and thank you for joining me on Delicious by Debbie. And tonight for our supper, I'm making us some beef stew. I'm going to do it in my Instant Pot. So I have the oil. Getting hot here so I can brown my beef. And I have my beef already all cut up, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in there and let it brown a little bit. Just let those beef chunks brown a little bit before we add anything else. All right, our meat is browning up nicely and cooking. I keep stirring it so it won't stick to the bottom of the pot. I read and hear where some people have a problem with their Instant Pot getting a burn notice if they didn't get things cleared off of the bottom of the pan, but this is doing good today. And of course this meat will pressure cook also. I'm going to go ahead and add my onions. I have 1 onion. And I'm going to do a tablespoon of the garlic. I'll let this cook a little bit. Now that the onions and garlic have cooked for a while, I'm going to add 3 cups of beef broth, and I made my own from this beef base. So I'll go ahead and put that in here. And let's put some seasonings in. I'm going to put a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm only going to put a half of a teaspoon of salt because my beef base has salt in it. Okay. I'm going to put a teaspoon of dried Italian seasoning. And I'm going to put a teaspoon of my Herbs de Provence. Let's give that a stir. This sure smells good. All right, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Just have regular tomato paste. So we'll put 2 tablespoons of that. And I'm going to put a teaspoon of Worcestershire, or however you, I never say it right, but I'm going to put a tablespoon of that in. And we'll give that a good stir. Get that mixing in there. Oh, that smells so good. All right, let's let that cook just a few more minutes. All right, that's cooking nicely. I'm going to go ahead and put the vegetables in, and I have some mushrooms that I cut up, and I want to use those up. I have some potatoes. Cut those into chunks. I would say probably a good 2 to 3 cups of potatoes. And I'm going to put some carrots in. I have the petite carrots is what I have today. I'm going to put some of this bag of carrots in. That looks good. All right, I'm going to turn it off of the sauté. And I'm going to put the lid on it. Turn it to sealing, and I'm going to set it for 35 minutes. All right, we'll let that go now for 35 minutes. Well, I just took the lid off of our Instant Pot, and everything has cooked nicely. And I have made a slurry of 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of water, and I'm going to put that in it, and that will thicken it up just a little bit. I want that to thicken just a little bit. Don't like it quite that soupy for stew. So I just put it on sauté, put that in there. Might even need to thicken it a little bit more than that. The meat is so well done, it's just falling apart. So our stew is done. I hope you can see it here. I'm going to put just a little bit here. I still have this on sauté, so it's still cooking a little bit. But that thickened up nicely. I'm going to shut this off. Okay. And it is all done. The way the lighting is here, it's kind of hard to see. That is very good, and the meat is just really, really nice and tender. Thank you for watching.